Greetings, and welcome to ECO's Musical Moments series. I'm Sandra Van Dam, a percussionist with the ECO, and I'm going to show you some of my instruments today. But first, we all know that the COVID-19 event has affected everyone, and the performing arts organizations are struggling too. With concert series canceled, groups like ECO have lost all ticket revenue, a vital part of our budget. That's why we are asking you for help. Please consider a donation to the ECO, however small. Any amount makes a difference. We really need your support. You can donate through our website, evergreenchamberorg.org. And if you're enjoying these videos, please let us know in the comments section. We want to hear from you and hope to see you in the fall when our season starts anew. And now, on with the show. Here I am at home, social distancing, in my studio room that is doing double duty as a music room and an art studio. So some of my instruments had to be packed up for a while, but I still have quite a few here. So I want to start with the basic instruments, things that you're familiar seeing at an orchestra concert. And we'll start with the snare drums. I have 3 at the moment. I just purchased another one today online that is an older drum. It's going to be really nice. But for right now, here's what I have. This is what's considered a piccolo snare, and it's upside down. Yes, it's upside down right now. This drum is only about 4.5 inches deep, but it is made from cask wood. That's right, cask wood, like a cask that you ferment things in, make alcoholic beverages. And so, as you can see, this is a pretty thick piece of wood here. It's about 1 inch thick, and that's not normal for a snare drum shell. It's unusual, but it has a really nice big sound, and I usually use this with my drum kit. I have not used this very much in an orchestral setting. My other snare, my next snare here, also from the same company called Tama, is an 8-inch deep shell, and it's made from rosewood. And as you can see on this one, this shell is much thinner. Much thinner. It's only about 1/4 inch thick. And that's standard for a snare drum. And it's my favorite drum right now, till the new one gets here. And back in the back there is a field drum. And this is an older drum made by Ludwig, built probably between 1948 and 1952. And I know that because of this little badge here. Ludwig, over the years, has had a whole different series of badges that you can look up online and identify the age of the year when that badge was in use. So this one was in use between 48 and 52. But as you can see, this drum looks pretty new. It's been refinished by someone. They did keep the original hardware here. This is a replacement. And it has a modern head on it. It's about 14 inches deep. And we occasionally do have need for a field drum in orchestra. Sometimes a composer specifies he wants a field drum in a part, so it's handy to have. Now over here, I have my melodic percussion instruments. This is my marimba, and it is also made from rosewood. The bars are rosewood. It's about 4 octaves long. These days you can buy marimbas that have extra bars here, an extra third of an octave, an extra half, or even a full octave. That would take up a whole lot more space, but would be fun to have. And they also make bass marimbas. And as the bars go down in tone, they get bigger. This is a collection of mallets because sometimes you need a hard mallet, sometimes you need a very soft mallet. And I can tell these apart by the little color-coded yarn that's stitched in the top. Or sometimes mallets are completely color-coded, as are these Vibe mallets I have. This is a Vibraphone. The bars are made of aluminum, and this has a pedal, like a piano, that operates this felt strip here to dampen the notes. It also has a motor, and the motor is used to turn this rod that has these little discs attached underneath each bar, and they turn slowly or fast, and they give the instrument a tremolo. Just another dimension of the instrument. Without that, you just get a straight tone. And although we do use this in orchestral setting, vibraphones become a very popular jazz instrument, which is something that I'm working on here. I have several books trying to learn jazz. Not something in my repertoire at the moment. And then back there in the corner is my xylophone in pieces. And the bars are down under here in a case. They're also made of rosewood. Xylophone's a little different sound. You usually use a hard plastic mallet or a wooden mallet. I have some nice wooden mallets that I like to use on xylophone. And my xylophone is 4 octaves long, like the marimba. Most xylophones these days are only 3.5 octaves, but my instrument was built back in the 1920s, so it's a little different. And back in the corner, in its cases stacked up, is my drum kit. And the bass drum's under the piano because there's no place else to put it right now. Oh, yes, I also have a set of orchestra bells that are not here. Orchestra bells are made from steel. The bars are steel. And they're usually 3.5 octaves also. So my drum kit's there in the corner. The cymbals are in cases. But here's what it looks like when I have it set up with my rosewood snare. And also over in storage at the moment is my set of 4 timpani. I, in my life, have been timpanist in several orchestras. Started learning timpani when I was 12 years old. It's my favorite instrument, and I hire out as a timpanist to organizations, choirs, churches. So it's handy to have your own set of timpani. So that's the basic stuff here. I do not own a concert bass drum, but maybe someday. So the next time, the reason this room is so crowded, and you've probably noticed the art on the walls, it's not all mine, but I do paint, and so I have to share this room with my art space over here, and otherwise there'd be more space for the instruments. So next time, I'll introduce you to my small collection of ethnic Native American drums and a Renaissance long drum that my husband and I built. It's a very interesting drum, very interesting story. And another day, I will dig into the toy closet, the toy cabinet, and pull out all the little stuff that we occasionally need. All the bells and whistles are in there. So thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you will check out other videos on our website from other orchestra members and our conductor. And please consider making a donation and helping us get through this tough time. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.